Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the rest of October. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, October 20th to the 31st. We're going to jump right in. You know that before we do, I've got to say happy birthday to Scorpio. I've told you, this is going to be an unforgettable birthday season. Some of the most bonkers things are happening in your birthday season. You have no idea, but now you do, because I'm going to walk you through it. And these 11 days are possibly going to be your favorite 11 days of the month. And I know that's a really big statement, considering we just had Venus exile Jupiter. We have the grand air trine. We have Mars in your sign, accelerating your destiny. And to be honest, all of that was small fry compared to what you're about to experience. And yes, there's more on the back. Don't forget, the blue asterisks are the best aspects of the month. Now, I hope that you are strapped in, because from this point forward, for the rest of the month, you've got Pluto direct at 1 degree. You are feeling this immense transformation. You are. Home and family, a lot of stuff happening there. All right. That's what Aquarius rules for you. Remember, Pluto is an Aquarius. And a lot of this is going to be pretty life-changing for you. You also have, by the way, Jupiter trine Saturn, the first time in over a decade, bringing you luck and good fortune, success, wisdom, stability, your long-term goals, commitments. You're building an empire, and a lot of it is family related. You have a lot of family stuff. All right. True love, romance, all of that off the charts. You've got your fifth house so lit up, and we'll talk about it. There's something enormously special happening. And remember, the North Node is in Pisces too in your fifth house. So really big creative projects, huge. Right now you have the power couple, by the way, Venus and Libra, and Mars in your sign. Okay, they're in their happy places, working overtime for you when it comes to partnerships and relationships and intimacy, deepening relationships, building wealth, your legacy. And you also have the frat boys, Mars and Mercury in your sign. They're broing down. You know that they were conjuncting over the weekend to make sure that you take action to receive and achieve everything that you put your mind to. And you probably will, because it's Mars and Mercury in your sign. And while all of that is happening, look, Tuesday, October 21st, yeah, we're here. The landmark Venus ruled new moon in Libra, 28 degrees, happening around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time, my time. Convert that to wherever you live in the world, because you want to set intentions and plant seeds. This is one for the books. As you know, if you saw your monthly forecast, it's very enchanting. It's divine. It's very auspicious. You're just going to see the beauty in things. That's a Venus ruled new moon in Libra. It's harmony. It's clarity, it's justice. It's, Libra rules your 12th house. It's very spiritual for you. It's very healing for you. And it's all about new beginnings, especially in romance and relationships and partnerships and contracts and pleasures, and money is going to be a big thing for you. This new moon is so special because the moon is forming a grand air trine with Uranus and Gemini and Pluto and Aquarius. Remember, Uranus and Gemini, that's your 8th house. You are the native ruler of the 8th house. So that amplifies that energy in terms of your transformation. Big beginnings happening for you, because the 8th house is death and rebirth on the day of a new moon. And remember, Uranus is trine Pluto in Aquarius. That's in your 5th house. I'm sorry, your 4th house of home and family. So you're having big changes, relationships, even business partners, money, inheritance, all of that's part of the 8th house, but it's breakthroughs. A lot of the mind, like you're changing the way that you see things, expanding your consciousness. Remember, Uranus is also the unexpected and surprises. So yeah, you might get, proposed to. You might get a sudden, bigger salary or an inheritance. Like I said, it's very 8th house. Okay. So your parents could say, hey, Gina, we're retiring. We're selling our, the turtle farm. You're taking over. It's a $20 billion a year business. You never know. You never know. Okay. So the fact that Pluto is direct and unbound, your modern ruler, right? Representing transformation, you're going to have it. You're having it. A lot of it. Okay. The foundations of your life, that's the fourth house. Roots. It's like the private part of your life, but Pluto's going to be very active. So you're going to be saying things. You're going to be opening up, but you're going to be seeking a lot of wisdom too. And what really turns up the notch for this new moon is, Mercury conjunct Mars, perfected, 20 degrees. They are forming a grand water trine. Mercury conjunct Mars, trine Jupiter in Cancer, trine Saturn in Pisces. And as you know, Jupiter is trine Saturn all month. All month? The entire month. And you're going to feel it the strongest. It peaks October 24th to October 29th. And if you are a subscriber, you've been a subscriber for some time, you know that some of my closest Scorpio friends, that's when their birthdays are. And it's like a good 6 of them. This is when my bank account runs dry around this time of the year. But anyway, this is emotionally moving waters, right? This water trine. It's your determination. It's your willpower. It's your intense passions. Yeah. Endorphins. They're going to be amplified around this time because you've got Saturn and Pisces in your fifth house of joy and pleasure and romance and sex. You've got Uranus and Gemini, your eighth house of sex too, by the way. You've got Jupiter in Cancer exalted in your ninth house. And that is your worldview. It's also very spiritual. It's inner wisdom, your philosophy and things. It's publishing and broadcasting. You writing a book? It's also, by the way, education. A lot of you are going to be learning new things or teaching things. But with your fifth house activated, it could be even through creative arts. Yeah, there's so much happening here for you. And not only will this be amplified, you got Mercury and Mars in your sign. They're not just opening doors for you. They're kicking them down, Scorpio. You are definitely going to feel very optimistic. All right. This is a grand water trine that's very emotionally moving. And it's all happening. Remember what I said for the rest of the month, the same time as a new moon, one of the best of 2025. The energies of the new moon, the strongest is the first 2 weeks. So go ahead, do the fist pump or whatever you do, Bart dance. Please plant seeds and set intentions. Now, if you're a cross watcher, if you watch your rising or your moon, or for your husband, Henry, or your sister, Janine, or it doesn't matter, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius will feel this the most, the new moon, okay? And I do like it for the fire signs too, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Now, the grand water trine, you're going to feel that the most, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But I also love it for the earth signs. If you have any planets 27 to 29 degrees and Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, if you know your natal chart, your birth chart, you're going to feel the new moon the most. If you have any planets 24 to 26 degrees in any of the water signs in your birth chart, you're going to feel the grand water trine the most. But you can feel both of them. All the modalities are activated. So even if you don't, everyone's going to feel this. All the modalities. Now, here's a catch. There is a catch. All right. So in November, in your birthday season, Scorpio, Mercury will be retrograde. Okay. So I'm just letting you know that. What does that mean? That means that this day, on the day of the new moon, Mercury will go into shadow. There's always a post shadow phase. And basically Mercury is just dipping his toes into that retrograde, just letting you know because it's in your sign. Okay. So you may have some reassessing on some things. You have the new moon in your 12th house, which I say is very spiritual, but it can be a lot of processing things. It's like rest and retreat, thinking about your future. Okay. Now, here's the thing. There's so many strong, I look at this back to back, day after day after day, right? You're going to feel all this momentum, especially on Wednesday, the 22nd, when Neptune moves back into Pisces. until my birthday, January 28th, 2026. This is going to be the final time. It's like a reunion in a way, okay? Because we've had Neptune in Pisces since 2011. Neptune rules Pisces. And remember, Neptune left Pisces to move into Aries over the summer. And so now it's back for a couple months. It's like, I don't know, like Dawson's Creek reunion, whatever it is. Yeah. So you're going to really feel this, and it's going to be nostalgic. You're going to be thinking about a lot of things from the past. And Pisces rules the 12th. So you see how there's this overlap for you with the 12th house? Very spiritual. Pisces is very spiritual energy. Pisces rules the 12th natively, and very creative energy. A lot of compassion, intuition, really amplified. It's very artsy too. Very just spiritual vibes. Okay. Remember, Neptune is now back with Saturn because Saturn moved back into Pisces. So they're together, and they've been together since March 2023. So think about your journey since March 2023 when it came to things that bring you pleasure and joy and passion, especially true love, soulmate energy. You know, a lot of y'all met your soulmates. I think a Scorpio friend. I can think of 2 Scorpio friends, 3. A lot of y'all had kids in the past 2 years. I can think of 2 Scorpio friends. I can think of, like, you get where I'm going with this. But remember, the 5th house is also like the creative arts and creativity and recreation. Okay. So a lot of fun stuff. It may feel a little bit of deja vu too. Okay. Because there is likely some unfinished emotional work. That's why Neptune's coming back into Pisces. But when I say that with your ideals about your future, remember, you're going to be focused on your future. And with Saturn and Neptune back together in Pisces, remember, that's them checking in one last time, that final review. What have you learned in this area of your life? Okay. We're going to help you turn your dreams into reality. That's what's happening. And what's happening, Neptune is essentially joining that grand water trine now that he's back in Pisces. Now, right around midnight, I'm gonna give you a little. Thing here. Oh well, I don't even know. Well, I was gonna give you a thing. I'm gonna use my head. Happy birthday, Thursday the 23rd. The sun moves into your sign. Okay, so welcome to your birthday season, to Scorpio season. This is, remember, you already have Mars and Mercury in your sign, still conjunct. Remember, they're pretty much conjuncting all week. You have a stellium now. You have the sun. A stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in a sign. So you have the sun, Mars, and Mercury for the rest of the month. So what is that? That's triple the intensity and passion and that detective mode and digging for truths and your transformation. It's big. It's big. There's nothing that's going to pass you by. All right. And you're putting all this energy toward building your relationships and your wealth and your legacy. That's going to be your focus, but also you. It's your birthday season. Happy birthday. You're going to be thinking about you. And I think I said that in your last week's reading. Anyone go through a birthday season, they have their big moments. What have I accomplished? What do I want to accomplish? What are my goals? What do I want to, like a lot of that during a month of tremendous transformational energy. Okay. But as you know, Scorpio energy is also, we need to talk energy. So this can be at a deeply emotional time for you, especially with the grand water trine. It's all this water energy, but you are a Scorpio. You're in your element. You're going to love this. Okay. One thing that I did not mention in your monthly forecast, by the way, yeah, we're here. So I just told you have a stellium in your sign. What I didn't tell you in your monthly forecast is that, sure, you have Mars, Mercury, the sun in your sign, but the moon will be in your sign too. Would you look at that? And if you're a subscriber, you know how I talk about the moon in Scorpio. It does have that intensity. It has that kick to it. Ooh, things are really coming to the surface. And it's the moon. Things are being illuminated. And that's a lot of emotions. The moon is emotions and feelings. Anyway, you are going to have a triple conjunction here with Mars, Mercury, and the moon in your sign on this day. Meaning the moon has now joined the grand water trine. So this is mind, heart, intuition, desires, passion, all You're going to feel this. You're going to feel it. Mars, by the way, is going to be the strongest force out of the three. He's like leading the brigade. And remember, Mars is exalted in your sign. He's the god warrior. So whatever happens around this time can be can have a hot pepper, ghost pepper kick to it. Emotional intensity. You know, it can be a little gung-ho. Just keep that in mind. Is Mars and Mercury. It's high expression, low expression. So it can be shooting from the lips. It can be going really deep in terms of conversations. It can be a little dramatic. It can be a water well. There's might be some tissues, but it's like, it can be like pure, wonderful emotions too. Yeah. It's emotionally energetic, emotionally assertive too. It can also, for you, most definitely be you getting things off your chest around this time. So just remember, this is part of your journey. And the other thing is, this is a day where you don't want to go. There's got to be some truths that are likely coming from you. All right, we'll leave it at that. You're on a karmic journey. Now, the reason why I say just like tiptoeing around this is because you do see Jupiter square Chiron in Aries. And that's a lot of sensitivity. And you've already been feeling it all month. Yeah. Jupiter squaring Chiron in Aries, that would be your 6th house. So there might be something here. First of all, remember, it's Chiron and Eris. Eris, Mars's sister, the goddess warrior, is here. On top of Chiron, remember, they had a conjunction they perfected last week. So she's ripping off the Band-Aid. Yep. For any healing that you have to do, Chiron is the wounded healer. Even with all this nostalgic energy, with Neptune moving back into Pisces, there could be something here coming up from the past, healing old wounds, something that has to do with your everyday activities. But more importantly, it may be health related. There may be something here with like it can be physical health, but it can be emotional health. It can be mental health. Every Scorpio is different, but it is your 6th house. So there might be something here where it's also work related. It could be with a colleague or an employee, just healing around that relationship. Remember, there is opportunity to heal here with Jupiter. There is confidence in healing. It's like optimistic healing, relentless improvement, let's call it, especially with all the undercurrents of all these planets in your sign. And home and family really is still going to be heightened. Okay. Now, on top of that, on Friday, October 24th, now you have this sun in your sign squaring Pluto in Aquarius. And remember, Pluto is your ruler. So it's kind of like a video. It's like Legend of Zelda or something. You got to dodge the gremlins. This is a gremlin, right? On this aspect. Twice the intensity here with the sun in your sign, Pluto in Aquarius. It's fixed energy. Okay. Neither of the planets are budging. It's a stare down. It's a bit of a plot twist, right? Little West Side Story. And you're going to feel this days before, days after. It's strong. It's power struggles. It's egos. It's come at me, bro. Energy. It's control. It's even like resentment. It's what I talk about, that grudge energy. I brought that up, holding on to grudges, not letting things go. Can't let this go. I'm obsessed with this. Can't let it go. And extremity, especially with Pluto out of bounds and wild, secrets might be divulged. It may be you, or it may be you can't hold back. If someone's saying something, maybe, you're the bear being poked. Yeah. If I don't know, if Jennifer over there tells you she thinks bananas are overrated, oh, it's not the day to get into it. Okay. Not the day. That's for everybody. That's the sun square Pluto. So just keep that in mind, because it can also be burnout energy with Jupiter square Chiron at the same time. Just remember, you do not want to expend your energy into something not worth your time. You got bigger fish to fry. You got a grand water trine. Yeah. So this is a day to focus on those higher expressions of the sun square Pluto. Yes. Feeling driven to succeed. Unrelenting success. and ambition and gratitude and compassion, all those things, going the extra step, maybe leaving, I don't know, $1 in a tip jar at your a coffee shop, or, you know, giving, I don't know, complimenting someone this day. Just remember, you create your reality. You're on a karmic journey. And I always say, never let anyone pull you into their low energy frequency. Pull them out of theirs, right? That's karma. That's the greater good. Choose to be radiant, because you, trust me, this is a time to be building bridges, okay? Not burning them, right? Fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Okay? And if you have any planets in your chart, 0 to 2 degrees, in any of those signs, like I do, stay frosty, be cool, because now we're getting into it, okay? The grand water trine. So remember, it's from this point forward until about the 29th, 30th. It's really peaking. You're going to feel something. It's a grand water trine. You're going to feel alive. You're going to feel something stir in your soul. You're going to feel this rush. Yeah? You're going to feel this rush. It's going to feel really good. By the way, with the Sun square Pluto, there may be something here with money too, okay? Because the moon will conjunct Juno in Sagittarius, which rules her second house. Juno being Jupiter's wife, Hera in Greek, and it may have to do with a contract. Just remember, you want to see eye to eye. Now, Juno will also be opposite Uranus in Gemini. So definitely might be something here with money or partnerships. Now, you see that we have our first try. You got Mercury in your sign trining Jupiter and Cancer. Exact. This is big. This is big ideas. This is Mercury trine Jupiter. This is you making a really big announcement. This Jupiter, this is with a surge of luck and abundance. This is a big break. This is a big breakthrough in communication, negotiation, contracts, things like that. Okay? It's powerful. This is bringing something that's very long lasting. Wheels that you put in motion. Okay? So keep that in mind. Don't let the Sun square Pluto take this away from you. Never forget, you're the author of your story. This is an exciting aspect. So whatever you receive, and you will receive, you will definitely not get a slow clap about it. It's got to be special. And whatever Jupiter blesses here for you, and again, Jupiter in Cancer is in your 9th house, there can be something here with the courts. You got luck here. There can be something here with legal matters. There can be something here with travel, long distance travel. There could be something here with working with people overseas, maybe even love, like overseas love. Is that a show on Netflix yet? Who knows? There's an idea for you. There you go. Go run with it. I'll let you have it. The 9th house is also, remember, education and teaching. Maybe you get a teaching certificate. Maybe you finish a course. But whatever Jupiter blesses here, he's passing along to Saturn for that long term, for building that foundation, setting it in stone, building something really big. Because look, Saturn on Saturday, October 25th, now you got Mercury trine Saturn. So there you go. All right. So you're going to feel both strongly. It's a package deal. Mercury trine Jupiter and Saturn, package deal. All right. And remember, there's a buildup to this moment. And this is the perfect time to sign a contract, by the way. Okay. This is honestly one of those aspects. This, and when I flip this over, is it here? Mercury trine. When I flip it over, this and the next day, yeah, circle it in your calendar. It's big. Okay. Big old red circle. All right. And a lot of y'all, Scorpios, these aspects are happening on your birthdays. I can't. All right. During this grand water trine. All right. Now, Monday, the 27th. Wow. Would you look at that? Can you see it? Sorry, I have my big old lamp thing. Anyway, Monday the 27th, Mars trining Jupiter. There you go. That's amazing. Okay, this is what's happening. You've got Mars in your sign, trining the planet of luck and good fortune. And remember, trines, they're very auspicious. They work in your favor. They have the nature of Jupiter. So this is, by the way, Mars trine Jupiter, one of my favorite all-time aspects. It's rare. It happens once a year. This is one of the best days of the year, by the way. We're talking all caps. Yeah, it deserves its own holiday. Mars trine Jupiter is hashtag gains and abundance and profit. Remember, Jupiter expands and Mars is in your sign. This is you being fired up, determination, all that deep, intense passion of yours with an exalted Jupiter. So this is courage and action meets opportunity and expansion and abundance and wisdom and optimism. Fortune truly favors the bold. Yeah. So it's the Holy Grail right here for you. Anything that you want. Again, there's something here that you're likely signing. There's something here with the courts. There's something here like marriage certificates, things like that. Second marriage. A lot of you are getting married with second marriage. Ninth house, remember, is there's something opening your world. All right. The ninth house is very spiritual, inner wisdom, but also your philosophies, your belief system, self-belief. Passion projects are a big thing here. There's something here with love and romance and intimate relationships. There's something here with wealth, investments. There's something here with home. There's something here with creative projects. You got it all, Scorpio. You got it all. Okay. Remember, Jupiter natively rules your fifth. Like, you've got it all. Money is a big thing here. So don't forget, you've been feeling this energy again build up since the new moon. And you're starting to see all the effort you've taken pay off with all your inspired action. Remember, the prison portal is still locked in. And with that said, actually, with the Sun square Pluto, there might be something here. If there's anything with Sun square Pluto for you, it would be around home and family. Okay. Like significant other or parent, children, there may be here again. And a partner, which would be like significant other. Okay. Maybe a neighbor too, because the moon will be in Capricorn. And this is a big deal. And I want you to know that that is actually a big deal for you because the moon in Capricorn rules your third house. And so, you're going to be communicating. Okay. But in this very like sleeves rolled up, hard working type of way, just like no fun, just the facts and getting the job done. Yeah. All right. And it's pretty significant because Saturn is Capricorn's ruler. Mars happens to be exalted in Capricorn. And we'll talk more about it in the second spread, but there may be some conversation, agreement that's happening here, but it's still really great. Okay. Don't get me wrong. It's still really, 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 really good. Now, Wednesday on the 29th is the most loaded day, by the way. You've got Mars trine Saturn, which is perfecting this day. So once again, whatever Jupiter's blessing from everything's being passed over, like this transformation, all this abundance, everything that's happening for you. So Jupiter's blessing things, passing things over, okay, to Saturn, who's going to bring you that long-termness, the structure, stability to any of your goals and ambitions and commitments. And again, something that's just really opening up your world. As long as you're disciplined, right? That's Saturn. And remember, the moon is in Capricorn. That's that Capricorn energy. But you do have Mars and Saturn, the two malefic planets, playing nicely. So you know that they are building something of lasting value to you right now. So again, big deal, big deal. Now you have Mercury trine Neptune in Pisces, 29 degrees. This is absolutely amazing. Mercury's in your sign. Mercury's in your sign. This is the trine that says it all for you because you've got so much energy in Pisces with Saturn there, all these aspects. And then remember the North Node is there, okay? In your fifth house of love and true love and romance. This is poetry in motion. Mercury trine Neptune. It's deep compassion. There's likely some very artsy energy, conversations that could be very deeply moving. There's artistic expression here. Remember, Neptune is visualize. So this is your dream weaver. That's also Neptune energy, your dreams. Saturn bringing structure to all of it in your house of joy and pleasure. So again, I'm just very excited for you. It just feels like your life will have significantly transformed at this point, or you're on the verge of something really big. And it is a parting gift from Mercury before he moves into Sagittarius, which we'll talk about next week for your November forecast. Okay. And that's more about like, it's optimistic. It's more focused on truth, but Sagittarius does rule your second house of money and finances and income. And we know, we're moving to Sagittarius season anyway. So there can be some Mercury will oppose Uranus. You see that as soon as he moves into Sagittarius. So there can be some breakthrough ideas around this time. It's really nice, especially with partnerships and money and intimacy. And this is also just like seeing the big picture. There can be some emotional charged up truths. Now, you see, we also have a first quarter moon in Aquarius. So that's what I was going to tell you, the Sun square Pluto. I think, did I tell you it's going to be home and family? There may be, if there's a squeeze, not seeing eye to eye with someone, there could be something there that has to do with the foundations of your life. It is your fourth house. And now you have the moon moving into Aquarius, conjuncting Pluto. So, which means the moon temporarily joins the prism portal. So there's something here with home and family. And this is powerful. And it's a first quarter moon, which is just basically course correction from the new moon. Okay. We'll talk about more in the second spread. But there, just so you know, Pluto being your modern ruler and the moon being in Aquarius, Aquarius is very future forward, thinking about your future. The moon, as we know, illuminates. Pluto digs. Yeah, he's transformation, but he can be very psychological. And it is the moon, so can be even emotionally manipulative. So we'll talk about in the second spread. Mercury and Sagittarius, just be mindful, okay? Mercury and Sagittarius, as you see, will then sextile Pluto and Aquarius. So that's amazing. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever said the word awesome in any of my forecasts for the past 3 years. You're going to feel this, all right? Mercury and Sagittarius, sextile Pluto and Aquarius. So this is wonderful. It's a sextile, this window of opportunity that has to do with home and money. Home and money and your values and even your self-worth, self-value. So it's almost like even with coming after the Sun square Pluto, there is a little bit of like maybe like, let's speak our truth. Let's make up here. Let's, there's power in words and ideas with Mercury sextile Pluto. This is even like the power of breakthroughs, negotiations, things like that. Okay. If you're house hunting, moving, a lot of y'all that may be a thing. All right. With a week like this. And it's also just being open-minded about possibilities in your future and seeing the big picture and taking action on the reality you deserve. All right. So the other thing, by the way, speaking of the moon in Aquarius, it is the fact that this is the day on October 29th that Three-Eye Atlas, the not comet, will be the closest to the sun. So that's the day where, remember, we're in a month where truths are revealed. Things come to the surface. And so when that object is really close to the sun, there's light. We get to see what it is. But, what else is happening? Well, I talked about this in my last live stream. I'll leave it at the end of this video. Or actually on Great Awakener, by the way. Uranus is, remember, next month, a week from now, we'll be moving back into Taurus. Okay. And therefore, Uranus will be passing over the Pleiades, conjuncting Alcyone, fixed star, brightest star in the Pleiades. And as I said before, It doesn't matter if it's an interstellar object. Everything's energy. It's still energy. Just the way the fixed stars and the asteroids and the planetoids all have impact on us. And the moon will be in Aquarius. Aquarius rules humanity. So, big day. Big day. Big rest of the month. You're going to feel all of that. We'll talk more about that. Anyway, and thank you everyone who has joined Great Awakener. And speaking of a month of revelations, yes, this, I think that, yeah, it'll be this weekend. Well, it depends on when you watch this forecast, but it is the weekend of October 18th to the 20th that I reveal my big secret project that I've been working on at greatawakener.com. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. If you, you're going to love it. Anyway, I'll leave that. I'll do a live stream. I'll do a live stream on that. Yeah. It's been fun. Let's get started. Scorpio, you're distracting me. All right. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising, October 21st or 20th, 31st, rest of the month. All right, Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpio. I'm so excited for you. You've got some big life-changing moments. All right. Oh yeah. Do you even know that you got a new moon in your sign next month? We'll talk about that next week. Yeah. That one's interesting. It's interesting. Oh, Scorpio, I do a traditional occult cross spread. Offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. Secondly, Scorpio, I love y'all. I love my Scorpios. I think that y'all are definitely having some big transformative moments right now. And honestly, there's just so much expanding in your world. All right, yeah. You wanna? Okay, we'll give you a little. Santa. Okay, you're good. I don't even know what to say. I have no idea what to say right now, because what the actual fax machine, like, this is crazy. This is. So you see what's happening here already? No? You want me to show you? It happened. It was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, or something. It was similar. You take away this Three of Pentacles, you got all cups. When I say you're going to feel this grand water trine that you're a part of, where Mars in your sign is pretty much leading the way, him and Mercury, you're going to feel it. Okay. Was that dramatic enough for you, Scorpio? You're good. Ace of Cups. Look at you right off the bat with that new moon in Libra. One of the best. Yeah. Boom. There you go. Something, definitely, seed being planted. This is rapturous energy. Ace of Cups. Think about the last time something brought you so much joy, brought you to tears. That's Ace of Cups. Aces, new beginnings, new opportunities, new paths, new journeys, new everything. It's an ace. It's a hand of spirit offering you the biggest cup in the deck. Cups, emotions, feelings, love, relationships. You even see the dove at the top. Doves are, speaking of the new moon in Libra, doves are associated with Libra. Doves are known for unity and harmony and peace and justice. But doves also mate for life. So the fact that you have so much happening with partnerships and relationships, and even more that's going to happen next month with Uranus moving back into Taurus. Yep, you got a lot happening here. This is amazing. It's tears of joy. Yep, you got tears of joy. There's something really new happening, and I want you to get really excited about it. This is like elation to a whole other level. This is like cloud 11. Okay? Cloud 11. Amazing. The birth of new things right here. And it could be literal birth. It could be, y'all are having, I told y'all, a lot of y'all having kids. A lot of y'all are getting married. A lot of y'all meeting your soulmates. That's Ace of Cups, okay? What's emotionally moving for you? What's bringing you those tears of joy? Oh, it looks like a relationship or a partnership. You have the Two of Cups and the Heart of your spread. You got the the Two of Cups right after the Ace of Cups. Nobody gets that. Nobody does. This never happened. You're good. Right in the heart of your spread. Remember, we talked about that, like deep passion. Yeah. That you're feeling right now. Well, you see the winged lion here. That represents that. And we talked about healing. You see the caduceus here. You see the union here between these two. Open yourself up to another person, taking a relationship to the next level. But for a lot of y'all, new relationship. It can be work, can be career, can be obviously love, but it can be platonic. It's just, unconditional love. That's just two souls inhabiting one body. But there is a sense of something brand new here because it is the Two of Cups. So you're building upon something. This is like, you're going to make me cry, Scorpio. And I'm an Aquarius. We don't cry. Anyway, you do get the Three of Pentacles in the challenge area. So just, be mindful when, with groups. It can even be, a group of friends. It could be family as well, colleagues, employees. There just might be something there. There may be something here with the Three of Pentacles. This is all about building upon something, but with, it's like teamwork energy. It's in your challenge area. So two things here, actually. It seems like there's something that it's like, you ever see Survivor? If you're a subscriber, it's like one of my favorite shows of all time. I've even seen like Australia, New Zealand, all of them, South Africa, all of them. Super fan. So when they are in their groups, their tribes, there's always that couple that pairs away. And of course, one of them gets voted out because nobody likes power couples in that show. It almost feels like that. It's like there's something here where it's like you're coupling up and moving away from something that could be pretty significant, where other people are involved. So just be mindful of that. Secondly, there could be something that you're putting on hold because of, it's almost like, remember, Uranus is so active right now. Uranus is it's part of the prison portal. Uranus is going to be strong right now in your 8th house at 0 degrees in Gemini. That's kind of a big deal. Uranus brings surprises, the unexpected. It could be meeting someone surprisingly, like things like that, where it's like, oh, well, my squad, like we go out every Friday nights, but now I'm, doing this, dating someone. So just unexpected things. Just be mindful of that, but also Sun square Pluto. Okay. So this can even represent family. There could be some money involved here. There could be, like I said, inheritance involved here. There could be something here, money or wealth. All right. Maybe not seeing eye to eye regarding money. But the other thing is, it seems like that you may be just coming out of something too. That's really nice. Okay. And it's just peaceful. Everything's great. You have the Queen of Cups. 7 of Cups. Queen of Cups in your crown. Amazing. It's the Queen of Cups. She's so intuitive. Look at her chalice. It almost it's like she's gazing into it like it's a crystal ball. She's very psychic. She's very intuitive, just like you, Scorpio. And so this is just really heightened intuition. She does what her heart desires. She leads with her heart, right? So when you think about the emotions you're going to feel this month, that intense emotions, yeah, but in a way where it's really giving and selfless and a lot of compassion. I think Neptune moving into Pisces is bringing a lot of that energy for you, which again just feels really, really wonderful, really, really nice. You're going to be definitely deep in your emotions. 7 of Cups in the root of your spread. This is your card. All right. This is a Scorpio card attributed to Venus in Scorpio. And what's interesting about that, it is the 3rd decan. Venus moves into your sign next month. So you will have Venus in Scorpio. Okay. This is love, relationships, creativity, creative projects, money, but it's in the root of your spread. It's cups, still very associated with emotions and your feelings. There is a sense of, what do I desire? Which direction do we go? What do I have to surrender? Remember, I talked about that last week. What are you willing to endure? And sometimes that requires sacrifice. So just trust your intuition. This, everything that's happening here, you got to feel deep in your bones. Okay? Moving forward. Because it feels like there's a couple different options or paths or opportunities that you may be thinking about the last 2 weeks of October. Remember, that's just what happens during birthday season. It's like a lot of different things. But you have this Six of Cups here that I really like in your future. And if you saw your last week's reading, that's a sign. Okay? That's a sign. You know that's a sign. Okay? And the Six of Cups is your card too. It's attributed to the sun in your sign. So there's that joy and the optimism with relationships, sharing, kindness, that passion, that there's joy here, but also a sense of nostalgia. This card is highly associated with like past times. And remember, you have Saturn in Pisces, Neptune moving back into Pisces in your 5th house. What did I say? That's recreation. It's like hobbies, it's pastimes, but it's also like your inner child. Okay? There's something like giddy. Again, there's something here that's really sweet and special. And, you've got them, you've got this couple. I just think that there's something that you're moving into that feels really good. This is things harmonizing for you. I said you have a lot of home and family energy as well. That's happening for you. And the foundations of your life. This is the biggest house in tarot. So this is a very deep, emotionally moving month for you. Last 2 weeks. Let's get to your stuff. Scorpio. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe, share, leave comments, all of that. Tell me what you're doing. What are you doing for your birthday? Who's got Mars trine Jupiter on your birthday? Remember, that's once a year. And this is unique. I told you, it's been over a decade that you haven't had Jupiter exalted in 12 years. This is big. Trining Mars in your sign? Come on, Scorpio. All right, let's see what's. Okay. Wow. Well, I don't even know what to say here. Okay. That's probably your title. Speechless. Anyway, because I'm just like, what? Look at all these wands now. So you got all these cups. You got all these wands. You got one pentacle, one sword. You got the 8 of wands. There you go. Go get your things. Get what you want. This is movement. This is energy. These are wands. Wands are your passions. A lot of creative energy too. A lot of movement here. This is one of only 2 cards where there's no figure, no person, no nothing, but just 8 wands zipping through the air. Okay? That's amazing. So there's this swiftness to it. There's this enthusiasm to it. And there is a sense of just keep going after what these wands are aligning. They're moving so fast in the air, but look how aligned they are. Everything is aligning for you. Take that action. Take that action. It does look like there is something that's going to land for you. It might have to do with money. This card is attributed to Mercury and Sagittarius. So remember, Mercury's moving into Sagittarius at the end of the month, but also Sagittarius just rules your 2nd house of money. Yeah. And finances. But if you're not here for money, it's still self-worth, self-value. It's material possessions. It's your values as well. Relationships. Yeah. We call these like arrows of love, the 8 of wands as well. So now you also got the Ace of Swords. What? So you got 2 aces. Ace of Swords. There's that breakthrough, right? That mental breakthrough, especially with Uranus and Gemini. That's what Uranus is doing. Remember, expanding your consciousness, old ways of thinking, new ways of thinking. This is also like contracts. You see the crown, there's victory, there's success. There's also, remember what I said, like even astrologically, there is a sense of like maybe if you don't see eye to eye, there's that makeup energy. Same thing here. There's olive branch. This is great. You have another ace, okay? But there is something. It's like the universe is really opening things up for you. And this can be a very important conversation. This could be something that you announce. It could be a contract that you sign. This is the biggest sword in the deck. Swords are the mental suit, communication, thinking, ideas. It could be your big breakthrough idea. Remember, you have that energy. You have those aspects. You have the Six of Wands. You're seeking that recognition, that success, that you're going to get it. You got to just look at this. You're going to, so the one thing I will say, that is a lot of cups. So it's again, you'll be in your element. It's water energy, it's emotions, it's feelings. This is to say, hey, let's apply passions to it. Well, you're going to have your passions, but let's apply, actions and movement and even, swords, like bringing that mental energy here, really just fusing it all together. This is success. And then you have that Nine of Wands in your final outcome. Very interesting. Another Sagittarius card, actually attributed to Moon in Sagittarius. We will have the Moon in Sagittarius. In fact, the Moon will conjunct Juno in Sagittarius, and that's going to happen. That's going to happen on the 24th. Friday, October 24th, the day that the Sun will square Pluto. Okay? So just keep that in mind. And remember, that would be a lot of energy around partnerships, commitments. You've got the Nine of Wands. So there is something here that is definitely saying like, yeah. Let's, hang in there, hang on to my values. I'm not going to let this go. I'm not going to let anyone take away, everything I've worked hard for. But also you've got to ask yourself, am I not letting things go? Like things that need to go? Am I being stubborn about something? It is fixed energy, the Sun square Pluto. And I'm only harping on it because the Sun's in your sign. You and Aquarius, Pluto being Aquarius, will definitely feel that the most out of all the fixed signs. But it's strong. It's strong. Okay? So, yeah. There is even... Actually, I'll even clarify that one for you. But there is something here where it is saying... There's got to be some give and take. Okay? I'll clarify that. It is your birthday. Five of Pentacles. You've got it. There's got to be compromise for sure. There's got to be compromise. All right? There may be a little bit of inflexibility with that Nine of Wands. All right? So, yeah. But you still have amazing things happening. But yeah, that Five of Pentacles now, which is a Taurus card, which is your opposite sign. Meaning, when I said next month, you're going to have a lot more focus on partnerships and relationships. Uranus is moving back into Taurus. So bringing up a lot of maybe unexpected things that are happening with relationships, contracts, partnerships, commitments, love, marriage. Not a bad thing at all. But when you get the Five of Pentacles there, that's saying, are you compromising? Is there that give and take? Are we seeing eye to eye? Am I holding someone back? Someone holding me back? You're good. So this is two people who are focusing on their plight. Yeah. They're outside a church, a sanctuary. All they got to do is reach out, look up. Okay. So remember, these two people parted away from the flock, right? So, or, their tribe on Survivor. Just keep that in mind. There may be something here where it's, let's be open, okay, and not disconnect from everybody. And the other thing is, there may be something that does change as part of the course of a big 2 weeks of change for you, a big 2 weeks of transformation. Should anything happen here, as in maybe, I don't know, your company downsizes or, there's something here with money, it's Pentacles, but also your physical world. So it could even be a relationship where you're not seeing eye to eye. Could be a family member, could be partner, whatever it is, work through it. Okay. You got the Star. You get through that. You got the Star. And with that, all you have to do is look up. All right. Go inside. That church is full of people that are, playing accordions. Like, you're going to have a lot of fun. But the Star, amazing. Everything's alight. Literally, you got the star. Okay. You know that that's a good thing because the star comes after the tower, right? So this card is of healing, inner wisdom, growth, but also expression, being able to express yourself. It's a lot of freedom. The card is attributed to Aquarius. All right. So very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Stars aligning for you. That brings you that strength. And there's truly growth here with this star. So you can even see the water bearer, by the way, pouring onto the land, as well as water, but the land too. I mean, that's growth. It's working, right? Everything's growing in her world. So you're good. Scorpio, thanks so much. Next week is a big one. Yeah, we do November. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, the second spread, we're going to do a spread just on the new moon. I want to isolate that, see what's happening there. You got 2 aces. You got the star. You got... and again, this is just so rare. There's all of that. And then it's just applying all of this. So the star is also like self-belief. Yeah. It's like you got to believe in yourself. Applying all that over here. But there is something, again, out with the old, in with the new, up here with the Ace of Swords. Really nice. So next week, oh yeah, we already talked about that. Oh, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. And yeah, second spread, we'll do a spread on the new, and then we'll talk about a couple other things. But tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are so amazing. Scorpio, happy birthday. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.